everybody, this is meteorologist Andrew Panero with this next Full Charge Thursday. Now this one is going to be interesting because the seasons are changing. So right now, I am charging up the LiveWire, and it made me start to think, when is the time to put the motorcycles away? Now there's some things that are specific to electric. However, there is a time and a place for every motorcycle. So let's talk about that in this video. When is the time you should be putting your motorcycle away for the winter or fall and winter season, specific to the Northeast or the New York City area? All right, the short answer to this is it depends. And it really comes down to it depends on you, your comfort level with colder temperatures, and your comfort level as a rider. And then the very last part is it actually comes down to the specifications of your motorcycle. All types of vehicles have an operating range. So the coldest that the vehicle should be operated at and the hottest that the vehicle should be operated at. So let's start by taking a look at that for the LiveWire. All right, so let's take a look at the motorcycle's actual operating temperature range. So you don't have to go straight to Harley's website. They actually have a service website. So we're going to go to serviceinfo.harley-davidson.com. And from this site, we're just going to select what I have, which is a Harley-Davidson 1981, the current, LiveWire 2020. All right, and here's the motorcycle. So we're going to pull up the owner's manual, 2020 Harley-Davidson owner's manual for the LiveWire. And in this, took a little while to find, but I had to go into the limited warranty, limited energy system warranty, so specifically the battery. And then we're going to go down and find the spot here where it talks about extreme weather. And here is the section right here. Warranty coverage of an RESS, rechargeable energy something, I forgot what Harley calls it, but it's the battery, the main battery, the high voltage battery, has been exposed to extreme weather conditions of above 60 Celsius, 140 Fahrenheit, or below negative 40 Celsius, which is the same thing as negative 40 Fahrenheit, for a prolonged period of time without proper maintenance. So that is the temperature range for the battery, which the battery is going to be the most sensitive part of the motorcycle itself. So that is the temperature range. So according to this, I can ride all winter long, but will I? All right, so I am on the bike, and I believe this is going to be my last ride. If I sound muffled, it's because I'm bundled up. It's actually a pretty warm configuration that I have, which I kind of learned from my Batman suit. But overall, it's cold still. I might be insulated, but I don't have full winter gear. Like the gloves I have, these are summer gloves, so they're designed to breathe, so my hands still feel cold. They're protected from road rash, but they're not protected from the cold. Alright, last pull of the season. That's still fun. But now on the highway, it is chilly on the front of my hands. I really feel it. Although it is beautiful out, it is also, here's a current weather condition. It's sunny, it's a little breezy, and it's 29 degrees. It is sub-freezing right now. But from what we looked at, the bike is totally fine, because it can go up to negative 40 on the coldest end of its operating temperature. But I certainly can't. Overall, the gear I'm wearing, I feel fine except my hands.
My hands feel so cold right now. And I could probably get some good winter gloves, but I'm not going to be riding anymore beyond this. So there's the answer to the video. Will I continue riding through the season? No. The bike can do it, I probably can't. Just for the cold, and I don't have the proper gear. Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that do ride all year round. I'll link one channel in the description. His name is Ben Marshall, Adventures on Zero. He also has a LiveWire like this. He had the Harley Davidson LiveWire and sold that. He has a LiveWire 1 and the Del Mar. So I'm very curious to see his impressions on the Del Mar. But he has proper gear. He's probably been riding longer than I have. I'm only coming up on 2 years of riding. But with the proper gear like this jacket, it feels way better than if I had the summer kind of Harley jacket that I had. But my hands, oh my god, my hands. A little break from the breeze right now at a red light. Overall, my upper body, pretty good. It's just, these gloves are not designed for the winter. There's a couple other factors I'm going to mention real quick. Besides just, are you capable with the right gear for the cold winter? So your riding skill. There are a couple of extra things to consider, especially in the Northeast US. It's falling leaves and wet roads. Now, a lot of people might say snow or sand are really hard to ride in, which they're difficult. But it's also not the deadliest road surface or riding surface. The most deadly, from what I've been told, is wet leaves. So the leaves are falling now. It's sunny, so it's not wet. But when it's raining and the leaves are falling, the wet leaves make it the most dangerous for riding. Because the rear tire can really slip out from under you. And when it does, you're probably going down. So that's one other factor. And then, specific to electric motorcycles, is the range. So when the battery's cold, it does not perform as well. I'm going to put up a quick clip right now from a show called Long Way Up. This is Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he is a huge motorcycle enthusiast. He is riding a prototype Harley-Davidson LiveWire with a friend from the southern tip of South America all the way through California. So it can be done. But they had a lot of challenges, and especially with the cold battery really just drains the range. Now on the Tesla actually has a battery heating system. It has a radiator and coolant, just like this. This has a radiator and coolant. But that's only designed to cool the bike when it gets hot. It's not designed to heat the battery. The Teslas have a preconditioning mode to heat the battery. So that's probably the one area of opportunity, I would say, for these motorcycles in the cold weather, which LiveWire I can understand, because LiveWire is kind of like a Southern California vibe where you can ride all year round. But Harley, I don't know if they just overlooked that, but Tesla definitely has that down really well, because the Teslas you can drive in a lot of different temperatures, because it has a preconditioning and battery heating system. The battery heating system, which is not on this, means it's going to zap the range. For instance, right now, I've talked about this in other videos, the power consumption. I'm getting 96 watt-hours per mile. I'm doing the exact same ride as I have before. However, in those other rides, usually I get about 92 to 94 watt-hours per mile. So it's consuming more energy in the cold right now because the battery is actually cold. The battery is at 33 degrees. So air temperature is 29. The battery is at 33 degrees because while it's working, it's warming up. I am suffering a little bit, mostly in my hands. So to wrap this section up with a nice little bow, because of the wet leaves on the ground, and you can be very skilled in riding for decades, you gotta be very careful on wet leaves. And also, the tires I have are street tires. They're really not designed for the cold. Also, they're not designed for snow. There are tires I can swap, just like that Adventures on Zero Ben Marshall has. But I don't have the budgeting at the moment for winter tires, especially if I'm going to put the bike away today. So to wrap this part of the video up, I am going to put the bike away today, and this will be the last ride for the season.